Hello and welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. My name is Camille K, and this is my very first class on this channel. That makes you an original, and I love that about us. I'm a certified White Tiger Qigong instructor, trained in the White Tiger 5-element Qigong system, a powerful evidence-informed system that works with the 5 elements of Chinese medicine. At the end of this 15-minute practice, you should be feeling a little bit more zen. But before we move, I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Nobody's watching. Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling already behind? Or like a low hum of anxiety that you just can't explain? Sometimes it's that big obvious fear, and oftentimes it's just that small persistent unease. In Chinese medicine, all of that anxiety, fear, fatigue, that lower back tension, all lies in the water element. When the water element is out of balance, fear becomes our default setting. We second guess ourselves, we shrink, we overthink, and we lose our sense of flow. Dragon Qigong is the antidote. This practice is specifically designed to nourish the kidneys and remove fear from the body to restore courage, vitality, and ease. Dragon Qigong moves from the spine, and in Chinese medicine, the spine is the seat of the kidney energy where the vital energy is stored. So when we move like a dragon, we're wringing out stagnation, flooding the kidneys with fresh qi, and literally shaking a fear out of our system through movement. You don't need any experience, you just need a body and a little bit of space. So just give yourself a little room to extend your arms freely out to the side. We'll start with a cleansing breath, opening, warm up, move into the dragon form, and finish with stillness. Ready? Let's begin. Now let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhale slowly through the nose, drawing in the breath deep into the belly first, then feeling the ribs expand and finally the chest rise, and exhale through a pinhole in the lips. Slow and controlled, longer than the inhale. This breath clears stagnant energy from the body, calms the nervous system, and brings you fully into the present moment. One more inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and exhale. Long, slow. Let it go. Now we shake it out. This ancient exercise energizes and wakes up the entire body, improving blood circulation and the flow of oxygen throughout. This is especially good for those with sticky blood, getting everything moving and flowing again. Keep shaking. Let go of any tension. Now begin to slow it down, smaller and smaller. Softer still, and come to stillness, palms facing each other. Spring palms as if holding a ball of energy between your hands. As you inhale, feel the qi expand. Palms pulse apart. Push back magnetic force. As you exhale, feel the qi condense. Palms draw back together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, condense. Feel that energy alive between your hands. Then step your feet wider than hip width apart as we begin to roll the ball. This movement is particularly good for opening the hips, where we hold a lot of tension, and in the wrist, that's the energy ball. So it's also good if you're at the computer for long hours and feel the hip area loosen up. Slowly come up to standing. This exercise is really good for hip rotation, the girdle vessel hip rotation. And if you spend long hours sitting at your desk, driving for long hours, or looking at a screen, tension accumulates there in the hips. So this rotation has to melt it away. So just keep circling and feel the lower back softening, the hips opening, and the pelvis coming alive. Do it in the opposite direction, so do it one way, one side for a few rounds, and then you change direction and gently come back to neutral. It's a turtle look to behind from the heavenly pillar exercises, and this one is really good for your cervical spine. Again, if you carry a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders, or if you spend a long time on the computer, this one really helps to release the compression in the neck and improves the circulation to the brain. And as you turn, rotate the eyes all the way so you get a good rotation of the eyes as well. So you're not just working the shoulders and neck, you're working the eyes also. And the legs are straight and you're really twisting the torso. Moving on to tilting. This one really targets the muscle and fascia running along the side of the neck and into the shoulder areas. And it's especially good for those who hold a lot of stress in their upper body or sleep in upward positions. It compresses the lateral spine, cervical spine, and eases tension in the shoulders and creates space in the area most of us never consciously stretch. Beautiful exercise. The energy rising through the earth, and as you exhale, feel it to the fingertips. As you bring your hands to the lower dantian, just feel the energy. Now let's explore the lower body of Dragon Qigong. From standing, shift your weight onto the left leg and step the right leg out wider than shoulder width apart. Toes touch first, then the heel as you sink into horse stance. Knees aligned above the ankles, feet facing forward. From here, you're going to switch into bow stance and bend the right knee and turn your torso to face the same direction as your bent knee. And straighten the back leg, foot at a 45-degree angle, and the entire sole flat on and connected to the ground. And the torso faces the same direction as the knee as you switch back into horse stance. And you shift your weight back onto the left leg and step the right leg in and return to standing. Shift your weight onto your right leg and step the left leg out wider than shoulder width apart. Toes touch first, then the heel as you sink into horse stance. And you switch into bow stance and bend the left knee and turn the torso to face the same direction as your bent knee. Straighten the back leg, foot at a 45-degree angle, sole flat to the ground. Also facing the same direction as the knee. Switch back into horse stance. Then you shift your weight back to the right leg and step the left leg back to standing meditation. Upper body, we begin with yin and palms as we pulse the shi, the lower hand by the lower dantian and the upper hand by the middle dantian in front of the chest. As we pulse the palms, you feel the shi awakening between the palms, and you compress and stretch both arms out to the side, and the upper hand goes upwards straight above the head. Both palms facing upwards, fingers flexed, and the gaze out to the lower hand, and you return back to center as you're pushing out two walls, and you flip the palms in the opposite direction back to yin yang palms. And we do the same on the opposite side. Pulse the palms as you feel the shi awakening in the palms. Compress, extend as if throwing out a frisbee, and the upper hand goes extend straight up, the lower hand shoulder height, and you return back to center, arms facing upward, and you swing your palms into yin yang palms. That's it for the lower upper body. Now let's try the full Dragon Qigong routine from your standing meditation. You clasp your hands in front of the lower dantian, right below the navel. Just to take a few deep breaths here. And you release the palms down. As you inhale up, you raise hands as you expand, and slowly exhale down as you condense. As you lower the hands, forming the yin-yang palms, and feel the pulses between the palm. As you inhale, you expand, you exhale, you condense, and you shift the weight, and you step out into horse stance, toe first, heel second, and you rotate the palms as the upper hand goes upright and the lower hand shoulder height, and you hold for a few counts before returning to center as if pushing the walls away. back to standing meditation as you switch to the location of the palms, the direction. So whichever hand was on top goes to the bottom, and you step out onto the other side, shift the weight, settle, rotate back to the peak of the pose, and you hold for a few counts. Exhale back to center. One more time. A few pulses between the palms as you feel the Qi activating. The weight. Press the ball as you rotate the arms out and rotate the back leg strong and straight. 45-degree in for the foot. Hold for a few counts. And return to center. Back to standing. A few pulses here. As you inhale and expand, exhale and condense. Lift the weight. Step the left leg out, toes first, heels second, settle into horse stance as you rotate. And you feel the flowing movement of the Dragon Qigong, the water element, soft and smooth. One more time. And as you twist, you're really activating the lower back and kidney area, getting the blood flowing as it's like wringing out a sponge, and you get the blood pumping in the lower back. You release the hands down to closing, and you'll inhale the palms up, circling upwards as you rise, and exhaling, pushing down the center line of the body. Releasing any excess fear. Inhale one more time as you lift your arms up, circling upwards. And as you exhale, bring in courage and willpower. And you inhale, circling up. Now you exhale as you bring in that black color energy into the body. And really feel the fear leaving as you allow encourage, willpower to pulse into your body. And you feel the courage and allow the water element to harmonize in your body as you let the energy settle and ground into the lower dantian. Take a few deep breaths here and notice any sensation that you may be feeling in the fingertips as you exhale, and really feel the energy from the earth.
Gently blink your eyes open and take a moment to notice how you feel now compared to how you felt at the start. This practice done consistently, even once or twice per week, begins to shift your baseline, less reactivity and more flow. This practice resonated with you, there's one thing I would love for you to do. Hit the subscribe button. I'll be releasing a different element class each week. So if you want to complete the White Tiger system with me, subscribing means that you will never miss even one. And second, drop a comment below. I would like to know which part of this element resonated with you most, whether it was the anxiety, the fear, or the holding back. I read every single comment that you leave, especially now at the beginning, because I would love to know what brought you here. And third, if you know someone who could use a little bit more flow and a little less fear in their life, share this with them. Qigong is best practiced with someone we love. Thank you so much for being here for my very first class. It genuinely means the world to me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.